Hello, everybody.
Hi, guys.
Welcome back. Good. We are at chapter 7 in your beautiful book, Wake Up, Grow Up, and Stop It. And the last point in lesson 7 is the meaning of everything is in our perception. God didn't invent swearing, we did.
Hmm.
What do
And
you mean by
I want
that?
to know who he was that
Uh,
invented it. Must have been a he.
mustard.
Well, I've got a question to ask you, but either
Hmm.
you can go first or I can go first.
Okay,
So, what was our perception of the meeting in the fish and chip shop? Do you want to go first?
you go first.
Interesting. I left work. My mother gave me a book this size, little tiny book called The Greatest Thing in the World by Henry Drummond.
Oh,
Okay.
reminds me of another small little book.
And that little book I've had in a pocket 90% of my life. So I went to work on this day and I felt like some fish and chips on the way home. And I had the little book in my pocket and I walked into a very busy fish and chip takeaway shop,
Yeah.
which was full. Can't tell you what if there were 30 people in there, that was what they were. And I went and I ordered my fish and chips. And I came to find a seat to sit down. And there was Michael on this side of me and some other guy on this side, and people everywhere, standing and sitting, every one of them
On their phone.
on their phone, every one of them. So I took my little book out of my pocket and I opened it, and I could kind of see Michael looking over my shoulder. So I said, "You know what this is?" So he got the message and he said, "And do you know what that is?" I said, "I haven't got a clue, but it's horrible." He said, "That's mass hypnosis."
Oh,
And in that instant, when I looked around me, that's exactly what a cell phone is. After that, every time I left home, there wasn't one single person just walking. The poorest of the poor with the smallest of phone, with earphones in the ears, all on a cell phone.
once you notice, you
Once you
notice.
woke me up to that, noticing that they were mass hypnosis.
Hmm.
So that was just interesting. The next one, we having a conversation. I tell him I've written a book. The next minute, the strange man wants my bank details. And I'm like, what? Anyway, to cut a long story short, I had a book in my car, so he inherited the book and he went home. So that was my day when I left there. But when I got home and I told the lady that was looking after my dog, she said, "You gave a strange man your bank details."
Oh my word.
I said, "Yes." And then about, I don't know how long it was, I said to my niece, "Listen, man,
Hmm.
this guy's name is Michael Coyle, and this is what's happened."
Yeah.
She said, "I'll look him up for you." So the next minute she phones me from Nelspruit to tell me, no, he went to Jeppy Boys High and he's a motivational speaker. So that kind of
And that's
helped.
how you met. We
That,
met in the fish and chip shop.
yes, and that was my perception of you. And then you contacted me, and I'm like, and then I tell the neighbor that was looking after the cat, I'm going to go and visit him. She said,
Yes.
you're going to disappear. We might
And
never see you again."
the rest is history.
And the rest is history except for your story, your perception.
My perception. I met this very interesting, kind of wild lady in the fish and chip shop who told me about this little book that she had written. And then I didn't realize that she really meant a tiny little book. And so I wanted to buy the book, but I didn't have any cash. So you said I could pay by EFT. So I
Yeah.
paid,
Yes.
and then you tracked me down from my reference number. I left my name as a reference, and then you tracked me down and got in contact with me. And so contacted you, and we chatted, and I told you about my YouTube channel that we needed to have you on the show. And here we are,
Yeah, we
doing this
are.
whole series about lessons that you've learned in life.
Last thing in my life I ever thought I'd be on YouTube. That's our perception. Our perceptions
This
are
is
all different.
our perceptions. And so that's how we grow, hey?
Hmm. So nobody's perception is the right perception.
Yeah, yeah. And we all have our own point of view of where we're coming
Are
from.
we allowed to have that?
So how do we change that?
Well, I don't know. Israel and Palestine have been fighting for how long?
Yeah,
Ukraine and Russia now for how long? What war has ever been won with a gun? You tell me. I don't believe a word of it. Hate begets hate. And the only way we can change a perception is by being conscious enough to know that that's our perception.
Yes.
And
And we spoke earlier in previous episodes about having that open mind so that we can
yes,
change our perceptions.
yes. Be aware that
Because
you
it's
can change it and be
up
aware
here
that you
to
might
you.
not be right.
Absolutely. And we can change it. Yes. And I think it's also lots of people get into trouble because of their perception.
Yeah, because they believe it is right, and the
Mm.
people around them believe they say it's right.
Yeah, exactly.
So it becomes this, we are right.
Yes, absolutely.
Don't know, don't know. One by one.
So we become conscious.
Wake up,
Okay, grow up.
stop it.
Oh,
So
wonderful.
that's just interesting about perception.
Nice.
And when
Okay.
I ask the old people that I'm working with, they'll give you their perception, the neighbor will give you their perception, and they're both fighting over a perception that doesn't even exist.
Yes.
That isn't real.
And we'll fight and defend our perception to the end, even though it's wrong. Absolutely
Nuts. We're all
incredible.
nuts.
Yes. Good.
So there you
Okay,
go.
so change our perception, have an open mind so that we can see life in a different way.
Yes. And just try it because it does work.
Yeah.
It does work.
Okay. Thanks for listening, everyone.
Thanks. Cheers.
Goodbye.
Bye.